Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be doing a full face of first impression. So I'm going to swap out all of my normal go-to makeup and use all new products. I went makeup shopping, so I've got a lot of new stuff to try out for you guys, and I'm going to let you guys know my honest opinions. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial / review. The first thing that I'm taking and I'm going to talk about is this NYX Sculpt Highlight Brow Contour Pencil. If you've ever used a NYX pencil before, it's not much different from the other ones. The one that I kind of take a preference to is the Micro Brow Pencil, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Micro Brow Pencil, I think it's called. But I definitely prefer the micro one over this one just because it has a finer tip. But as far as the product goes, I think it is still a really good product. NYX always has really good brow products, and the color is perfect for me. I use it in espresso, and so I just wish it was a little bit thinner as far as the brow part goes. But it's, you know, your everyday eye pencil for your brows, and it does the job. It's only about $10, so I think it's definitely worth it. Here I'm just going in with a concealer, which I will talk about a little bit later, but I'm just defining my brows. I have really crazy overgrown brows right now, so definitely need a full coverage concealer. Now I'm going in with the highlighting side of the brow duo and just defining my brows more. And my overall take on this part of the product is I pretty much leave it alone. It's not something that I plan on using. It's a really ashy color, so it wasn't really too flattering. It might look good on like brunette girls, maybe of a paler skin tone, but not really working for me. All I did to prime my eyelids before I put on liner was just put on that concealer that I'm going to talk about in a little bit and the powder that I'm going to talk about in a little bit, just so that they're not super oily when I put on eyeliner. And now to do my liner, I'm just going to take some tape so that I have a clean, crisp line. So this Tarte eyeliner I actually got on sale at Ulta during their 21 Days of Beauty. I really was looking for a high-end liner, and I really like the fact that it came with a brush. Now, I will say that I am loving this liner. It's been a few days since I recorded the video, and I'm now doing the voiceover, and I've used it every day since. I love the brush. I love that the liner, it kind of spouts out, but it has like a little mixing palette on it. It is so nice, and it just has a great finish. I feel like a lot of gel liners can be thick and kind of hard to blend out or like make a straight line just because you're pressing so hard, but you don't have to use a lot of pressure. The liner is very pigmented and very just like flowy. It just flows out on the brush, and I am loving it. Also, if you struggle with eyeliner, I definitely recommend using tape when you can, but also the angled eyeliner brush. I've invested in another one since getting this liner, and it has switched my eyeliner game up. You better get one. Next up is the Baby Skin Primer. It's not really new to me. I use it pretty much every time I do my makeup if I use a primer. I think it's very comparable to the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, which I really love too, and it's just a cheaper alternative. Now I'm using Black Opal's Cream Stick Foundation in the color Truly Topaz, and I jacked this from my makeup artist that we have for my NBA team. She used this on me the last few games, and I fell in love with this foundation. So I mean, it's not really a first impression, but it's my first impression of me using it on my own, and it really is just so dewy and such a nice finish. I really am loving this foundation, and it's really hard for me to find good drugstore foundations, but I feel like, especially for women of color, that Black Opal is really on top of their stuff as far as foundations and face products. So if you haven't tried any of their stuff out, I would definitely go ahead and try some of those products. So next up is NYX's Gotcha Covered Full Coverage Concealer, and this is a pretty new product. And I'll admit it took some getting used to at first because I'm just so religious towards LA Girl's Pro Conceal that using a new formula kind of threw me off a little bit. It's not like really thick for a full coverage concealer, which is what I expected, but I really, really like this concealer. It's super dewy and glowy. Like, it really just lifts your like eyes. Like, it just makes your face look more glowy. It makes you look more alive, and I just really love this formula. What I've realized with this concealer also is that you really don't need a lot. It's a full coverage concealer, but you can pack on the layers, but you really don't have to because it's really pigmented and it blends out very well. So I'm back with the Black Opal Cream Foundation. However, this color is beautifully bronze and I'm using it to contour. And I really like this color because I just feel like a lot of the contour, especially the creams that I use, are way too brown. And even the natural shadows in my face, I have kind of more of a reddish undertone when my skin gets more brown. So I feel like this is more natural to how my face is already contoured. So I really like that about this product. And the formula, just like the foundation that I put all over my face, is just very dewy and just very like creamy, and it blends out really well. Next up is NYX's Cream Blush in the color Orange. And I'm not a big fan of cream blushes, but I did want to give this one a try, and I definitely wanted to try an orange blush. And at first I thought it was a little bit much, but as I blended it out, I really do like the color and the formula. I think it's best to use this on top of other cream products. I definitely wouldn't put this over just, you know, dry skin, or if you're going for a minimal makeup look. It's definitely something that needs to be blended with other cream products. Next up is AIRSPUN's Loose Face Powder in the color Neutrally Natural. And I'm not even a fan of translucent powders, but I really wanted to try this one because I saw someone mention it in another video and they said it was pretty good. So I'm trying it and I really do like it. I definitely would only use it to set my under eye areas and like where I highlight, where I put that concealer. I wouldn't bake with it because I feel like it's a little bit too light for me and it would leave too much of a cast, but it's definitely a good alternative to Ben Nye Banana Powder, and it's like very light and airy, and it smells good. Here I'm just going in with my NYX contour palette and the e.l.f. contouring brush. And I've mentioned this in my foundation routine video, so if you kind of want to hear me talk about that, you can check that video out. But obviously I love it. I use it pretty much every day, anytime I contour, and yeah. What I did notice after putting that AIRSPUN powder on my eyelids was that they just looked a little washed out, so I put a little bit of that contour color on it. And then here I'm just highlighting just a tad with the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector. It is the liquid one in the color Opal. So for lashes, I'm going with the SONIA KASHUK Full Glamour Lashes, and these lashes aren't really my style, to be honest. I'm more of a wispy kind of girl, but they're cute, and I'll definitely wear them again because they're reusable, but I wouldn't repurchase that style. Last but definitely not least is my lip kit by Kylie, and I know there are a million videos on this already, which is why I just included it in this first impressions video. But this product, for real guys, is amazing. It's worth every penny I paid for it. Alright, maybe not the shipping and handling because I didn't need that big box. But the formula, like this liner is so creamy and just like glides over your mouth. And the matte lippy is just like, it dries instantly. Like compared to NYX matte lip creams, like I love NYX, I love all of their products, but this definitely set the standard as far as matte lip creams for me. So here's the final look with all of my new makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and it was useful if you were looking into buying any of these products or were looking for some new good products. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see y'all next time. Love ya.